and welcome to RCKicks. On today's show, well, we're back on the ultimate Clod, or should I say ultimate Clod axle build, because there's not really that much Clod left. But hey, it came out brilliantly. The chassis is beautiful, and finally the parts that I have been waiting ages for have finally arrived, so we can fire it up and take it for a bit of a blast. So stay tuned, it's gonna be epic. Hit it, Charlie! Before we take it out for a run, let me just give you a bit of an update. And yeah, sorry it's taken so long for it to come back on the show. Waiting for parts to come in is a total pain, but I finally have enough bits and pieces to fire it up and take it for a little bit of a spin and a test shakedown. And yeah, I broke it already, but we'll come on to that in a minute. Now, the main thing that's been taking so long is the tyres. Now, in my previous videos, if you haven't seen anything about this, go watch those videos. You're missing out and jumping right to the end. And there's loads of cool information and images and stuff like that of building this. Anyway, tyres. Now, I didn't have any tyres for it, so I had to order them. I ordered the rims. They are standard Clod rims, nothing super special. Now, I do want to get some metal rims down the line, but from a budget point of view, I want to try and forget about how much I spent on this before I then go spending another $150 on a set of metal rims for it. Then there was the tyres, and oh my God, the tyres, yes. That's what caused the delay over and over again. Now, I went online and I bought a set of aftermarket tires that I really liked. And it turns out he didn't have them in stock. He only had 2, not 4, but he was away on holiday. Then he come back and then he realized his stock was wrong. So he gave me a refund, you know, no issues there, just a delay on time. But the good thing from that was I actually found these. These are Proline Destroyer 2.6 tires, and I love these. So I placed an order for 4 of these. You can see where this is going, can't you? Yes, they only had 2 in stock. I don't understand why they only sell Proline tyres or other big monster tyres in 2s. Shouldn't it just be 1s or 4s? Because who's going to buy 2? Now, if you've got them already and you break one, you're going to buy 1. If you don't have them and you're going to buy them, you're going to buy 4. Why would you do them in 2s? Anyway, so it happened to me again, and I placed an order for these. And it turns out they had 2 in stock and 2 on back order with no date. So of course I want to get this out and I want to run it and I want to enjoy it. And it could be 3 months before they turn up. I just don't know, being that they're going to have to come from America. So I hunted around and I managed to find 2 on eBay. Again, they'd all sold out apart from just 2 left. So I contacted the online RC store and said, hey, can you cancel the one on back order? I'll just take the 2. Yeah, fingers crossed. Then I quickly ordered the other 2, and 2 came 2 days ago and 2 came about 3 or 4 days ago. So I finally got my tyres. So it means I could fire it up. Now, the other thing that was missing before in the last video was motors. And you all said get the Reedy timed motors. So that's what I did. I picked them up. These are 17 turn 3600 kV brushed motors that you can adjust the timing on. But they come with set to 0 timing, which is brilliant for front and rear because you want them to go one forward and one goes backwards. So you need the timing to be the same, otherwise they don't perform, which is what I did. And they're really good, really chuffed with them. Now, I was lucky enough to pick them up for a little bit of discount, but they are £28.99 or $33.60. Oh, the prices of the Destroyer tyres in the UK, yep, is for 4, I worked out roughly to be £70 or $81. Now, obviously, if you're in America, you're going to get them much cheaper. I actually ended up getting the front ones cheaper than the back ones, but only by about £5–6. But I've got them, and that's the main thing. And I love the look. They are brilliant. Now, I'm no Proline sponsors or anything like that, but their tyres on this are epic. They're lovely and soft. So soft, I was trying to do some donuts and it was just gripping too much and pushing out the front. So I need a bit of rain. The face of the tyre is lovely and flat, so suits this chassis perfectly. Really does. So I'm super chuffed, and it was worth the hassle. But I got there in the end, and my phone is driving me up the bleeding wall. Anyway, so it's not quite finished. The servo horn in the front, I broke it just taking it for a shakedown test. So I've ordered 2 more just standard metal servo horns. The servo savers just can't cope with it. There's still a bit more to sort out in the steering. It's not perfect. I probably will modify the steering a little bit to get a better turn, and I need to do more with the 4-wheel steer. But the shakedown went really well, and we'll jump to that in a sec. The only other thing, I'll probably end up putting a BEC in this because the Reef servos can run on a decent voltage, and having the ESC do 2 Reef servos and 2 17-turn motors, not probably the best way to go. So I will fit a BEC down the line. Apart from that, I'm going to call it pretty much done and a massive step up. So let's take it for a quick shakedown. Don't expect too much. It was just to make sure everything was kind of working all right, and the servo saver didn't last very long, so it's just a little teaser for you, but it will be back on the show. So I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did, and I'm not going to look at my bank balance, but hey, we move on to something else. That's this. We're going to be back on the Blazing Blazer project. I know it's been a while, but I need to get this finished because the pro painter has finished the head and needs to get hold of the body and needs to get hold of this so he can do the seats. So I've just painted it in primer. Now I need to paint it up in black and give it some clear coat. So I better shut up and get a move on. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.